Good evening and welcome to Pakistan Today News from our London studio. I am Chris Taylor. We begin tonight with the devastating floods in Punjab, which officials now say are the worst in nearly 4 decades. Heavy monsoon rains, combined with excess water released from India, have swollen the Ravi, Chenab, and Sutlej rivers to dangerous levels. More than 1.4 million people have been directly affected, with nearly 468,000 residents evacuated to safer ground and over 346,000 animals rescued. In Jong, a massive surge in the Chenab has put the area on high alert, and embankment breaches are being considered to prevent catastrophic damage. Meanwhile, in Lahore, the Ravi River flow at Shahdara has crossed 183,000 cusecs, forcing families to leave their homes. Relief camps, medical centers, and veterinary posts have been set up across the province, but officials warn that the crisis is far from over. Staying with the floods, Field Marshal Syed Asim Munir, Chief of Army Staff, visited several of the worst-hit districts, Sialkot, Shakargarh, Narawal, and Kartarpur. He was briefed on rescue and relief operations, as well as preparations for the next spell of rains. During his visit, the Army chief praised troops and civil administration for their coordinated efforts in saving lives. He also met members of the Sikh community, assuring them that all religious sites, including the Durbar Sahib Kartarpur, will be fully restored as a matter of priority. An aerial inspection of the region underscored the enormous scale of damage caused by the floods. Elsewhere in Punjab, in the Gurna Pathana area of Sargodha, Pakistan Army troops remain deeply engaged in relief efforts. Fresh units, equipped with boats and specialist rescue gear, have been deployed to evacuate stranded residents. The elderly, women, and children are being moved first, with free medical camps set up to treat victims of flood-related illnesses. Coordination between the Army and local authorities has drawn praise from affected communities, who say they feel reassured by the presence of soldiers working around the clock. From floodwaters to aviation, the federal government has approved a major decision regarding Islamabad International Airport. In a meeting chaired by Deputy Prime Minister Ishaq Dar, the Cabinet Committee on Intergovernmental Commercial Transactions agreed to outsource the airport's operations to the United Arab Emirates under a government-to-government agreement. Officials insist this move will help improve efficiency, enhance passenger service standards, and increase investor confidence in Pakistan's state assets. The agreement will also involve input from defense, finance, and law ministries to ensure transparency. And while airport operations are being handed over, Pakistan International Airlines has announced an important revival in international travel. Beginning in September 2025, PIA will resume direct flights to the United Kingdom. In its initial phase, 3 to 4 weekly flights will connect Islamabad with Manchester, with plans to expand operations to London and Birmingham in a second phase. The decision is being welcomed by the Pakistani diaspora in Britain, many of whom have long called for the resumption of direct services. Officials say this marks a fresh step in rebuilding the airline's international reputation. Turning now to developments in science and technology. A high-level delegation from CERN, the European Organization for Nuclear Research, has concluded a 5-day visit to Pakistan. The team of experts who wrapped up their trip on August 28th met with the chairman of the Pakistan Atomic Energy Commission and toured key scientific institutions including the National Center for Physics and the Pakistan Institute of Nuclear Science and Technology. Pakistan, an associate member of CERN since 2015, continues to gain from collaborative projects, advanced training for young scientists, and technology sharing. Officials stress that these partnerships are vital for Pakistan's long-term scientific growth and global competitiveness. And finally tonight, to international news from Southeast Asia. In Jakarta, Indonesia, mass protests have erupted against parliamentary allowances and what demonstrators call entrenched corruption. Thousands of students, workers, and activists took to the streets, clashing with riot police who responded with water cannons and tear gas. Anger has centered on lawmakers' new monthly housing allowance of 50 million rupiah, almost 10 times Jakarta's minimum wage. Protesters denounced President Prabowo Subianto's austerity measures, accusing him of policies that favor conglomerates and expand military influence. Uniquely, some demonstrators carried flags from the Japanese manga One Piece, which has now become an unlikely symbol of popular resistance. Analysts warn the protests reflect mounting frustration over inequality and governance in Southeast Asia's largest democracy. That's all for now. Thank you for joining us. You're watching Pakistan Today News from our London studio. I'm Chris Taylor.